Right, hello everybody. In this video we're going to be doing a little bit of stealth camping. As you can see, my rucksack has got a camouflage net over it, so anyone from the back will see me a little bit less distance that I walk away from them. Right, I'm at the spot that I've been thinking about. Just there. Or we can go back up into a little hill part and see if there's a flat spot to camp out in. We'll have a look around, weigh all options up first. Or I can camp in here where it's a little bit flatter, but if you can see through there, there's the building and some houses pretty close by. Bit of a climb that, but there is perfect again to put my shelter up. Plus I want to try something a little bit different. I want to try do a stealth fire pit. So basically we dig an hole underground, have another little tunnel going into it from about 1 foot away or 2 foot away, and have a stealth fire. You know, just because you're stealth camping, it don't mean you have to have all the best equipment. You don't have to wear camouflage clothing, as long as you're not having, you know, bright colours like the blue. That's why I put the cam on it over it, so when it breaks it up. Yeah, as long as you're not having no bright colours, you're alright. Like a dark green, black pants. Apart from the bag, like I say, it's on it thing what isn't dark coloured. But yeah, you don't need all the full blown camo equipment. I've got this net and another net what I'm going to throw over my shelter. That gives it to the theme that I'm doing. What I'm saying is you don't need to have all the camouflage sleeping bags, air mats, tents and stuff like that. Even though I've got most of them, I'm just trying to show you can do this without having to spend all that money. I'm just going to sit here for about 10 minutes and I want to just listen out basically. See if I've been followed in or seeing if anybody's noticed me from the distance. I can hear voices that direction. So I'll just sit back for a bit. Right, well, I think I've dug that good enough. For the depth from there, maybe to the bottom of the handle. That's deep enough. Right, so my fire hole's here. I'm gonna have to dig another one here now. Not as deep, so I've got airflow going straight diagonally into it. Maybe I really should have had this hole a lot further away, but all I'm doing is trying not to have smoke coming out from the fire area. I've got a lot more to dig now. Not far to go now. What I'm trying to do is join the both holes together while leaving this on top. But got another couple of inches there to get through. I'm through. Just want to make a decent decent gap now. Not too big, not too small either. I'd say about my fist size, but it's about 1.5 times of that. Now I just need to move all this out away from digging the hole. So for my shelter, I'm using my Geertop bivvi, hoop bivvi. So it's got double poles, 2 at the top end and 1 at the bottom end. I've used this quite a few times on the channel now. So my sleeping bag is a nature hike outdoors one. Now it is a down sleeping bag. It's not exactly getting cold at nights yet. But before I do a review on it, or show it on my channel really, I want to use it on the build up to winter as well. So if I start seeing temperatures dropping down, I start using it a bit more and it starts getting, you know, cold patches through the night, then I can know just what sort of temperatures I'm using it at. I just feel like it's probably a lot better me doing that instead of just coming to the channel saying, you know, this is my review of it. I want to use it and then I know where I'm standing with it really. It's a nice colour. It's probably not a stealth colour, neither is the air mat, but once the zip's closed on this, it'll make no difference. And the thing is, if I do get a bit warm in it, I can just open it like that, open the mesh on the hoop bivvi and have some airflow through, so it's not too bad. One thing I sort of don't like about already is how shiny it looks, like some sort of a bin liner. But as long as it keeps me warm, it's not really a massive concern. And if you are a follower on my channel already, my Home Bargains pullow, that is like my go-to pullow, and it cost me £5 I think it was. Squashes down to a decent size. I'm not saying it's the most compact pullow, but you know, I can get it in my bag, I'll carry it, because it just, a pullow gives me a better night's sleep than not having one. Just like in bed probably at night times at home. So like I said a minute ago, I can zip the net up and get the net zip anyway. But that's the top one. And I can just use it like this. If I get too warm, leave that open and some airflow. Once I'm out of the quilt, or let's say the sleeping bag, if I use it like a quilt, I can use it like that. And if it starts to rain overnight, like I doubt it's going to do anyway, you can just zip it back up. And then we'll be alright for night. I'll leave a link in the description to this bivvy bag because someone asked about it last time, and it's to an Amazon link. It's quite good to have at this time of year, these. So if you're interested in seeing it, actually I'll share a link so you can see that for yourself. There we go, look at that there. Exactly what I wanted. Do you know already, we're starting to lose light earlier, so I'm back to having my filming light on. Now this filming light's pretty good because you can get it down to its lowest setting, but the camera lens seems to pick more of the light up than we can see from it. So what I'm going to have for my tea now, I know a lot of people are always interested in this. Because we're stealth camping, I'm not going to sit here cooking a steak or anything what can attract, you know, let's say walking dogs and stuff like that. The walking dogs. People walking the dogs. Walking dogs. Dogs do walk, but you know what I mean, don't they? Anyway, we're going to use this 24-hour British Army ration pack. Menu 10. Fruit drink powder. Tell you what, we'll open it and then we'll go through it. You know, getting out what it's in it and stuff, and what we're going to be eating tonight and not what we're not going to eat. Right, so first thing, like a little tea pack, some tissues, water tablets, alcohol wipes, sugar, coffee, tea bags in that one. Oak biscuits. This feels powdery. Tropical fruit powder drink. Instant porridge. Maybe something for tomorrow morning. Chocolate cake. That'd be nice. We might use that tonight. Hot chocolate. Brilliant for bedtime. That's on the list, definitely. Just nuts. I'm not a big lover of eating nuts, but we'll try them anyway. Energy drink. What flavour is it? Blackberry flavoured energy drink. Oh, we get some little matches and a striker there. I wonder if this bag here has got some of them emergency fire lighters in them. No, it don't. It's a shame. Another energy drink. This time it's apple flavoured. Lemon flavoured drink, so another energy drink. That's plain white, that is writing on the back. It looked like it was quite bright on camera, didn't it? Brilliant. Cola balls. It's like sweets, jelly sweets. Coca-Cola bottles. Brilliant. We'll try them in a minute. See that smile? Quite excited when I pulled that out and seen them. Then your main meals are Hunter's chicken, just like it said. And this one, it's beef broth and something styled with rice. I'll see if I can focus camera there for you, so you can see it. I need to refocus it now. Yeah, I'm not the best reader, so I won't sit there on camera try to read it when I can't. Peanut butter. What? Peanut butter with your sandwiches? Ugh. Peanut butter with your biscuits. So that's tea for tonight. We'll definitely eat the 2 meals. Let's have a look at these cola bottles. I do like these sort of videos, you know, when I get these out. I've got another channel called Adventure Foods, and basically what I do on that, I go buy all the camping, hiking, dehydrated and hydrated meals, froze dry ones, and I just make them and I taste them and I tell you what I think about them. I'll share that link in the description afterwards, or I'll pop it up at the end of the video so you can see my other channel. Most of you have probably seen it by now. So the cola bottles are very small. I expect them to be the bigger ones. Plus, they're coated in sugar. Or is it just a sweetener? Yeah, sugar. They're real nice. Right, I think I wasted 4 minutes showing you what I'm having for my dinner. I'm not like these cola bottles. But say I've been stealth camping, I haven't really been talking as much through this video. I've been doing like bits of work and then just sitting down and, you know, soaking in the environment, make sure I haven't been noticed. I think if someone comes across you anyway, they'd ask what you're doing. Then you'll just say, well, have a good night, see you later on. Just going to start collecting some sticks now and build it all up for later on for my fire. So I'm just building up like a little stack of different sizes here. So these are slightly thicker than these ones and then these ones. So I can start the fire with these, put some of these on the bottom first and start the fire, because the ground can be cold. So if you put a layer on the ground first and have your fire on top of them like that, then what will happen is these will burn to a good bed of embers, and you can continue building your fire on top. But it ain't mega cold, but we still want to do it right. Last thing we want to do is sit here fighting, trying to get a fire going. So I'm just sitting down again for another 5 minutes. It's 10 to 8, so there seems to be a lot of dog walkers now. Been looking back through some footage, it's a little bit grainy, but what we've got to understand is I'm stealth camping. I can't really have big lights shining down because it gives all the idea away of stealth camping, doesn't it? So the lights I've got, I'm putting them on like the minimum setting. So if it's a little bit, you know, not right at times, that's why. This is the thing with stealth camping as well. I know I'm talking a lot as well, but once you set up, I dug the hole pretty early, got set up. It's been more like, you can't do too much at once because of the noise and the movements. Look, I've just been sitting on my phone playing 8-ball pool. That's messing around on that. like I say, it's 10 to 8 now. It's starting to drop light now anyway, so give it another half an hour, we'll get the fire lit. The fire won't make no difference because I've made it underground, haven't I? Dakota fire pit. So anywhere from a distance, they might not see the fire. They might be able to smell the fire, but you know, them pointing it out to a location be a bit difficult than them seeing a fire on the ground. You know, giving my location away. I know what else in this ration pack that I can eat. Not yet anyway. Well, it is, but I don't really want to start eating bits of it just for the hell of it. Probably not. Right, so I'm going to work on getting my fire lit now. And I've got one of these like magic little blocks. And what that's going to do, it's quite flammable. It's like a flammable lighting thing for like barbecues and stuff like that. There we go. So what I need to do now is keep stacking the firewood up around the flame, and that'll take very nicely. What I'm aiming for is the fire not to leave the top of the hole, so if I can get it to spread around quicker, that's the way I need to do it. So we've come back down the hill a little bit. You can sort of see the fire going, but when that all dies down, you're not going to see that flame. That flame is mainly from the cube that I put in. Like I say, once it all spreads out, the fire goes level, we'll be alright then. But you can see under, well, through the little tunnel there, can't you? So right now, you're in the bottom of the fire, the airflow part of it. Right, so I'm going to get my coffee ready. Someone always asks me which ones are there, so I thought I'd just quickly show it tonight. 3-in-1 with roasted coffee, caramel flavour. They're not bad. I think you get like 20 for £2 something. Pretty good for what they are, really. See, now the flames died down. Quite hard to see the fire, but the fire is definitely going. It's just boiling my water. That is a good stealth camping fire. So these are welding gloves, I still felt the heat then. Wow. That's what makes the night. Nice cup of coffee. Right, so I'm going to put my hunter's chicken on. Get that squashed in there, I think. I expected that lid to be hotter. And once again, we'll just place it back in the fire and leave it to come to the boil. And then we'll stack a little bit of wood round it. We'll just put a few little bits because you can see how warm it is in there. See, this is the idea about stacking your wood up in different sizes. And you can just start placing it round it. Like that. And then we'll leave all that to burn while I have my cup of coffee. So if there's anything with this stealth fire pit or Dakota fire pit, if there's anything that I'm doing slightly wrong, please do comment and let me know. Let's not get too far into it to do with the airflow and how it all should be, because we can see that it's working. I always think, have I done it right? Doubting myself sort of thing. It's working, isn't it? You know, we've had us coffee. I'm boiling some food. I took you further down slope and you could see, you know, the fire was sort of invisible, stealth mode. I don't think this sort of fire is something I can do every time I decide to do a stealth video, because you just start digging holes everywhere. Now, I think you may have seen around the fire I've still got all the mud there. That's because when I've done, all I'm going to do is just push all that mud back in, and then hopefully they'll leave no trace. Will happen as well. We'll scatter a few leaves around. I once went on about, you know, stealth camping by yourself. Even camping by yourself can get a bit boring. And within this video, I think it's showing that, but I'm a bit bored because I'm doing a lot of talking. I know I do a lot of talking anyway in videos, but I just feel like I'm doing a lot more talking, a lot more, you know, explaining how I'm doing stuff. And I know it's probably a good thing, but, you know, this is what happens when you camp by yourself. I do enjoy the company of a group, not a massive group, you know, it's 2 or 3 people. But when you're by yourself, like you can see, I'm sat behind a bloody big tree, aren't I? So I know no one's gonna, you know, tap me on one of the shoulders because the tree's here. It sort of like settles my mind. That's why I sort of picked this spot as well. All I have to really look out is that side there. Overthinking stuff. Paranoia. Scared of the boogeyman. Worst thing's going to happen here is I'm going to get the foxes come through later on through night. Because I've seen them already. They're sniffing around. Right, so dinner is ready and I am looking forward to this. Oh yes, that's nice. Let's give this a try. Save the hot water. Time for dinner. I know it's not perfect. No, it's not a nice piece of steak or all like that, but it's food, isn't it? That's the main thing. I probably could have got away with sticking a juicy piece of steak on that. This bag's actually red hot. I always do this on videos, you know, I taste something and I go to check, see if that's what I'm tasting. Caramel, yeah. I thought it tasted really sweet, like a honey taste, but it says caramel on there, so we'll just go with that. Hardest part about tonight is probably keeping so bloody quiet. That is the hardest point of all this. And then doing the fire. Because you do all that fire and then you end up having a fire in it, but you're not trying to get the fire too high so it's ground visible, if you know what I mean. So it's like you do all that digging, yeah, it works, but and then you're forever trying to keep it low within the ground. So just them fire pits, they take up a lot of time. But I get it in a circumstance where if, you know, you need to stay unseen, you know, think army or somewhere like that. If you're on the run from the police. I'm just trying to think of silly little things in my head. Even if you're running away from the wife, that's a good one. Run away from wife, live in garden shed, dig a hole in garden for a fire pit, and she'll never know you're there. Till she goes out next morning at peg washing out and falls down holes. I shouldn't even be making myself laugh like that. He's throwing stealth camp out window, innit? The fire's making a noise, you know, like a sort of like a very small jet engine, like. And that just shows that the airflow is probably working brilliant. You can see like this wood here at the front, right hand side, is not burning as well as the left hand side. That's probably due to the airflow going through, something like that. I don't know the ins and outs of it all, but it's working, and that's the main thing. I think it's time I made myself that hot chocolate now and get ready to go to bed. That fire is absolutely fantastic. It's burnt so well tonight. We ain't even bonfire night yet and we're getting fireworks. Right, so I'm starting to feel tired now. So I'm going to have a shot of energy and I'm going to have the chocolate cake. I'm boiling some water for my hot chocolate drink, so even though I say it's bedtime, I'm going to have a mega sugar rush. It's like a 50-50 cake, isn't it? You know, half brown, half white cake. Chocolate flavouring, not chocolate flavouring, I don't know. I don't know. Been a weird night. So even though you know you've got a fire, what's like underground, you're still a bit curious about putting too much wood on. But and I think to myself, if anybody's walking around, look how pitch black it is now. If I turn the light off for a second, that's how dark it is. So you know, if anybody's walking around, I'm going to have a torch or a light or something. But then you're still thinking to yourself, I don't want to get that too high. And even watching something on your phone, think to yourself, is your phone too high? Are people going to know what you're watching? Still get out and give it a try though. These stealth camps switches all your sense of hearing on, and you can start, once your eyes adjust at dark, you get like a better sort of like night vision idea. And sometimes you have to check to yourself, I wonder what that is. You know, I keep looking off at dark for some reason. I'm going to make my hot chocolate. I'm going to be getting into my hoop bivvi. And I'm seriously thinking about having that porridge in the morning. So do stay tuned for that. I really wish there were more that I could show you in tonight's video especially. Sometimes it's just, it is what it is. And I know I like to make videos for people to watch them and come along the journey with me. But you also start to think to yourself, am I doing enough? Am I showing enough? And then on the other side you're like, well, I don't want to overdo it. You know, I know a lot of people like the videos the way they are. But as a YouTuber, and the thing you always want to do is do your next video as well as your previous video, or if you've had one booming video, you want your next video to do the same. And then when it don't perform like that, you're like, well, what did I do in that one? What this one ain't good as? It's just camping, you know. Yeah, everyone does it on YouTube like this, but they might not be honest. You know, you got to be honest with yourself. If you weren't bothered about people watching, if you weren't bothered about, you know, people following your channel, if you weren't bothered how your channel will going, you won't put all that effort into it. You won't, you know, start the record. You won't just do all this. So anybody who says they do it just because they don't really care about it, just putting it on, they're sort of like not being honest with themselves. I like to see the views, and obviously, you know, the subscribers are always good, but to get the amount of subscribers that you do viewers, no, to get the amount of viewers than you do your subscriber number, it's very hard, you know. And you probably get 1 or 2 videos a year where it might boom over your subscriber numbers within the first 2 or 3 weeks. And then what they do later on that line, they slowly grow, so they do become that. But I'm always after making this video as better as my last video and then the last video, because I want my channel to grow. That's what we all do it for. We all want to see numbers, they grow, get better. You know, even overtake your mates in competitions. You know, I'll get more subscribers than you and stuff. That's how it goes, you know, lads who do camping together. But we're always after bigger viewers, try to be better than we are in the previous videos. I want to do that. I really do. I want to try to get more and more and more and more and more better videos. Hot tent camping soon. That's where I can really shine and do some good videos, I think. I'm not saying this video is rubbish, because I know it ain't, but you know, hot tent camping, so much stuff you can do. Cook beautiful meals. You can do a lot, and you're in that warmth area as well. But yeah, it's all like differently you like to see. Just comment below and let me know, you know. If I think it's within the topic of the channel, we'll give it a go. Right, so what I've done is, they are my boots. I've fastened the shoelaces to the pole of my bivvy. And basically why I've done that is, I've noticed there's a lot of foxes around tonight. And I really didn't want them, you know, grabbing them and doing a runner. So at least if I fastened them like that, I better feel them tugging on them. A bit dirty though, aren't they? Might need to give them a clean. Right, I'm in my bivvy now. You can feel a little bit claustrophobic in here. You just got to try to take your mind off it, to be truthful. Anyway, I've slept in it a number of times. I know everything's alright. Condensation, we'll see in morning. Not had any problems so far with it, but like I say, we'll see in morning, see how it goes. But for now, I'm gonna get off to sleep. So I'll definitely see you in morning. Night night. Right, well, good morning, people. I think it's about 7:15. We've woke up to some rain. Not that bad. I still need a drink. Right, so the packet for the porridge says I need 130 ml. I've got no way of measuring that, so we're just gonna have to sort of go with it. That's how it works out. Yeah, we'll stick just a little bit more in. I cooled the pan handle down with my bottled water. Right. I think once that thickens up, that should be alright. And I'm going to add these sugars to it. Burn them, it's just paper. There we go. We'll leave that to stand for about 3 minutes. So the porridge, it's not that bad. It's got a semi-skinned milk powder in it and some sugar. but I added another 2 sugars to it myself. I was thinking if it were going to taste that bad, I could have added the peanut butter. Just get a little bit of flavouring. But it's not too bad. I'm going to eat it. Been a good camp. I'm going to start this fire pit out soon, show you, get it all sorted out so you can't tell it we're here. Moment, I'm just going to sit here, eat my breakfast and enjoy the rain. Something we haven't heard for a while. Right, so there you go. As you can see, the fire pit has disappeared. Right, so there we go. You see me cover the fire pit back up. I'm not going to show you packing my bivvy away or my stuff, it's just pointless really. What I will do is, I'll be back probably midweek to upload another video. So if you did like this one and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please press here, subscribe for more stealth camping videos, camping, hot tent camping in winter and stuff like that. I'll let YouTube recommend something to you here. Remember, there'll be a link in the description below to the food channel what I'm on about and to the Geertop bivvy. But for now, whack the see if you want to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.